Before he passed away, Albert Einstein left behind a desperate prediction. Humanity would never detect gravitational waves. He believed these ripples were too weak, so weak that they would only vibrate an atom at a submicroscopic level, something that the technology of creatures standing on this tiny planet could never possibly reach. Yet, on the morning of September 14, 2015, we did exactly the opposite. We didn't just hear the breath of spacetime, we touched an even crazier secret. In the darkness of the cosmos, there exist monsters that shouldn't exist, outlaw. Black holes that are challenging every law of physics we ever revered. Are you ready to hear the heartbeat of the universe and witness collisions that shake reality itself? Join me as we enter the forbidden zone of spacetime right now. To understand why this discovery shocked the scientific community, imagine spacetime as a calm lake. When you throw a stone, the surface ripples. But in the universe, those stones are black holes weighing dozens of solar masses, and they collide at nearly the speed of light. The energy released in those final tenths of a second is terrifyingly massive. It is equivalent to the total energy of the entire observable universe combined. It is brighter than all the stars in billions of galaxies exploding simultaneously. But as these ripples travel across billions of light years to reach Earth, they become unbelievably faint. The LIGO observatory, a technological marvel of humanity, measured a displacement of only 10 to the power of -18 meters. This number is 1,000 times smaller than the diameter of a proton. It is 100 million times thinner than a single strand of your hair. To help you visualize, detecting gravitational waves is like measuring the distance from Earth to the nearest star with the precision of a hair's width. It was from these delicate vibrations that we detected the craziest black hole collision in history. On November 23, 2023, designated GW231123, two monsters weighing 137 and 103 times the mass of the Sun slammed into each other, creating a new black hole 125 times heavier than the Sun. At this point, physicists truly began to reel in shock. Why? Because according to traditional theory, those two original black holes were never supposed to exist in the first place. Physics has a forbidden zone ranging from 65 to 130 solar masses. Why does this bend exist? It is due to a terrifying phenomenon called Pair-Instability, SUPERNOVAE. Imagine the death of a giant star. Normally, when a star runs out of fuel, its core collapses to form a black hole. But if the star is too heavy and falls within that forbidden mass range, a bizarre scenario unfolds. The temperature in the core becomes so high that light energy spontaneously transforms into pairs of matter and antimatter electrons and positrons. The emergence of these particle pairs causes a loss of internal support pressure, making the star collapse in an instant. But instead of creating a black hole, a massive thermonuclear explosion is triggered. This explosion is so powerful that it blows the entire star into space, leaving no seed behind. It turns everything into clouds of dust scattered in the void. According to this theory, no black hole can form with a mass between 65 and 130 times that of the Sun. So, how did GW231123 exist? It's like seeing a ghost walk through a wall without leaving a trace. The answer was finally revealed in 2025 by astronomers at the Flatiron Institute in New York. The culprit was magnetic fields. When a supermassive star spins at a frantic speed, its surrounding magnetic field acts like a giant hand. It grips the disk of matter and spews it out into space at nearly the speed of light. Instead of letting the entire mass fall into the core and trigger a self-destruct explosion, the magnetic field helped the star lose weight spectacularly. It pushed a portion of the mass outward, keeping the star at just the right level to create a black hole weighing 137 solar masses, sitting right in the heart of the Forbidden's territory. But the universe hasn't stopped playing tricks on us. In late 2024, to other collisions named GW241011 and GW241110 10 overturned all perceptions normally. If the black holes were born from a binary star pair, they should spin in the same direction. But here, we see black holes spinning in opposite directions. This proves a terrifying truth. They were not a pair from the beginning. They are strangers, lonely hunters who happen to collide in a crowded star cluster. Furthermore, we are witnessing the phenomenon of big fish eating small fish on a cosmic scale. The larger black hole is actually the product of a previous collision. It is a second-generation black hole, still glowing hot and spinning wildly when it caught another prey. This event perfectly confirmed the 1963 mathematical prediction of physicist Kerr regarding the shape of spacetime being dragged around a rotating black hole. If the above collisions weren't enough to overwhelm you, look at the OJ-87 system. This is where two true gods are dancing a death waltz. A black hole 18 billion times the mass of the Sun is being orbited by a smaller one, weighing only 150 million times as much. Every time the smaller black hole pierces through the massive gas disk of the larger one, it creates a flare of light 100 times brighter than an entire galaxy. In October 2025, for the first time, we captured an image of this duo. We saw the jet of the smaller black hole being dragged and distorted like a ribbon in a strong wind, a powerful testament to the might of spacetime. Since 2015, we have listened to over 290 gravitational wave events. Every ripple is a code. We are learning how to decipher them to answer the ultimate questions. What is dark matter? How did the universe begin? And how many more forbidden zones are waiting to be broken? By 2030, when the LIGO Space Observatory is launched, we won't just hear individual collisions. We will hear the entire symphony of the universe. Einstein once feared that we would never hear the echoes of the cosmos, but he was wrong on one point. Human curiosity and the will to conquer have no limits. We are standing at the threshold of a new chapter of history, where the darkest mysteries of spacetime must reveal themselves before the light of knowledge. Thank you for joining me on today's journey through the ripples of spacetime. If you find these mysteries fascinating, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next earth-shattering discoveries of the universe. I'll see you among the stars.